guys, welcome back to Uncut Hawaii. I'm Kobe.
And I'm Andrew, and this is the podcast where we talk to Hawaii's inspirational and innovative creators, change makers, and entrepreneurs.
And today we have an amazing guest. We're so excited. Her name is Kaylee Shimizu. She is a current contestant and frontrunner on season 24 of NBC's The Voice. She is just 17 years old, right? From Ewa Beach and graduate of Hawai'i Technology Academy. Yes. Kaylee has been singing since age 7 and has won brown bags to stardom, made it to Hollywood round of American Idol, crowned Miss Teen Hawaii American Scholar last year. And currently, she is killing it on The Voice. She got all 4 chairs to turn during her debut episode and is currently on John Legend's team. Yes, completely killing it. Welcome to Uncut Hawaii. We're so honored to have you here.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm honored to be here.
We are actually nervous to talk to you because we've been watching all of your videos and we're like, holy superstar.
We kind of we posted your recent video online and shared it with hey, we have Kaylee tomorrow. Yeah. And everybody's
so many
so
questions.
crazy.
Are you so many people?
Yeah.
Yes, we got so many questions from Instagram.
How sweet.
Yeah, so I mean, I know you're comfortable behind the mic, but to kick off the episode, let's do some lightning questions, local style, because we're all from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So easy one to start. What's your shave ice, or on the Big Island we say ice shave, order?
I like the strawberry flavor with lihing moi, condensed milk, and mochi on top.
Oh, yeah. You go all out. That's
Local girl order for sure.
So good.
What's your go-to beach?
I really like Kailua Beach Park. There's this other secret beach. I think it's Ko'olina. It's a little secret beach. It's so pretty. There's not much people there, so you just get to relax.
Totally.
Yeah.
The
Always
sunsets
partying.
too. Yeah.
Okay, what's your go-to poke spot, and what is your poke order?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't like poke.
We totally
called it. I thought of that question and I was like,
she's not even gonna eat poke.
It's so weird. I don't like any fish, but I love shrimp. I can eat garlic shrimp for days.
Okay.
My mom makes the best.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Well, that counts. Shrimp poke is a thing.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. You should try that.
I love the flavor that's on the poke, but I don't like the fish.
Yeah, you should try it with shrimp.
Yes, I should.
Maybe it's a texture thing. And
I
have friends who don't like that slimy.
Yeah, I'm very picky when it comes to food.
What's your favorite food then?
When? Oh, in LA the last time?
Shrimp poke from
Shrimp
LA.
poke from LA.
LA
But I haven't tried one from Hawaii yet.
I know. One of the shrimp trucks, get on that.
Yeah. What's your favorite food then?
I really like chamorro food.
Okay.
Like kelaguen, red rice. I love steak. I love burritos. All of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
more.
I kind of added that last question.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing to do during the holidays or any holiday traditions?
In the morning, we get together as a family and we open gifts. I love just spending time with family. It's not really all about the gifts, but I just love being around family, getting to see family that I haven't seen in a while come down from the mainland, and just spending time with family.
Nice.
Awesome.
And since we're around Thanksgiving, what are you most grateful for in this moment?
I'm grateful for the opportunities that God blessed me with lately, and I'm grateful for my family, of course. I'm thankful for them every day, not just for Thanksgiving, but yeah.
Nice, that's awesome.
Aww. Okay, well, let's segue into that. So, growing up, you are the oldest of 4. You have 4 or 3 sisters, so 4 girls.
So 4 including me. I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
You're the oldest.
Yes.
How's that?
It's amazing. Sometimes I wonder how would it be if I had an older sibling, but I'm so glad to be that role model and that person they can come to whenever they need somebody, just being their older sister. So it's amazing. It's fun. It's a little crazy in my household, but it's all good.
I can imagine 5 girls in the house.
Yes. My dad's outnumbered, guys.
Yes.
We have 2 male dogs. That's all.
Wow.
That's funny. He's trying to balance it out.
Balancing it out.
He's balancing it out.
So are you like a little mommy to your sisters?
Yes. Most of the time it's my mom, but when my mom is busy doing stuff, it's me. Or my sister that's 15, it's me and her. We watch the kids if my parents ever go on a little date night just to relax because they're always taking care of us and hard work. They're very hardworking too. So Yeah.
Aw.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us about like your journey with singing. So you started singing since when you're really little.
Yes.
Did your parents just say like, wow, this girl can sing, like get her in front of a mic?
So I've been growing up around music, being that my mom's side is very, very musically talented, and I just found out that my dad's side can sing too.
Oh, okay.
I had some family come
It's
down
in-
from the mainland and sing karaoke with me, and they're amazing.
That's like the test, yeah.
Yes, yes. So I grew up around a lot of singing, but before they put me in singing lessons, I went into ballet.
Okay.
It was fun, but it was not for me. I can break a little moves, but I definitely did not like dance. I also did hip hop, but yeah. So they definitely seen something more in me and put me into singing lessons at the age of 6.
Okay.
So I've been singing at the age of 6. I've been singing my whole life, but I'd say I took it serious around that time, and then I had my first performance at 7. And then I fell in love with it from there. And I kept going. I was like, Mom, there's this singing competition. I need to do it. Like when I was younger,
so
like Hawai'i
cute.
Stars and
Yeah.
all that. So I was always looking out for like,
that's
different
so-
opportunities. My parents were also looking out for me, supporting me. And whenever there was an opportunity, they'd be there supporting me and bringing me to everything, rehearsals, practices, my performances. I did a lot of gigs, and I do a lot of gigs here on the island. I've done the
Volleyball games.
Yes,
Yeah.
the volleyball games, the basketball games. I've done worship services,
Nice.
musicals growing up. So I feel like everything that I've done in my singing journey helped me prepare for this big opportunity that I got with The Voice. So I'm very grateful.
I mean, because when we watch you, you look so comfortable on the stage, and
Thank
people were like,
you.
"Whoa, she's only 17,"
Yeah.
but then you have been grinding it out for like
Yes.
over 10 years.
Yes.
So you've been really training and preparing for this.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Yes.
people don't realize that, like, oh, it's like, oh, wow, she came out of nowhere. But it's like, no, like, on the
Yep.
behind the scenes, like, you've been grinding and working
Yes.
hard towards this. And
Yep.
like you said, kind of prepared you for this big
Yes,
opportunity.
Exactly. Like you guys said earlier, I did do American Idol. I didn't make it past the 3rd round. I only made it to the 2nd round.
But still to the Hollywood round,
To
right?
the Hollywood
They flew you
round.
out, yeah.
Yes. So I got the golden ticket, made it to Hollywood round. But I got cut, and I feel like it wasn't God's timing. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay. But it did discourage me a little bit. So I was like, is this really for
That's
me?
Yeah,
hard.
so
It
that's-
like, sir,
yeah.
I was really young at the time.
Exactly. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
like,
that's
so
so
that's
hard
a
as
good
you're young.
segue into like rejection, I
Yes.
guess. Like, how did you take that at
Yes.
such a young age to
Yes,
like,
I
know
got
that for you?
rejected by a lot of things. Every time I'd go up to LA was always for like singing.
Auditions or something,
yes.
yeah.
And I'd get rejected, but I feel like that made me more motivated to keep going, And funny story is when I got cut from American Idol,
Yeah.
the day after, I was waiting for my plane, whatever, in the airport, and my mom signed me up for The Voice. So
Oh,
I've been trying since I was 15.
Okay.
Or,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
14. And my mom's like, no, Kaylee, you're not ready. You're not ready yet. And in my mind, I'm like, but like, this is the best I could be. Like, this is the best I could do.
Yeah.
Like, my voice is at its peak. But it definitely wasn't.
Mom knows best.
Mom knows best. Every time I
Shout
don't
out to
listen to
Mom.
her. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to you, Mom. Shout out to you. Every time I don't listen to her, it's like, I told you so, girl. Yeah, so that year, I was like practicing. I was learning new vocal techniques, like mixed tones, so I can get into those higher registers. I wanted to, expand my range.
Higher than
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long after that day, like you were flying home, she signed you up for The Voice?
How old were you when you did American Idol?
So when I first got into American Idol, I was 15.
Yeah.
And then when I went back up for the Hollywood week, I was 16.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, and then when you were coming home, you said your mom signed you up for The Voice.
Yep.
Was that for this season?
It was not. It
Oh,
was
okay.
for last season,
Oh,
I
okay.
believe. And it was actually... Ooh, I lied.
Mom,
2019.
shout out to Mom again.
Shout out to Mom for having my back, knowing the right info. But yeah, so it was like a couple years ago, so I gave myself time. But
Nice.
it really did discourage me. But I picked myself back up. I prayed about it. God picked me back up. And I got this opportunity at the age of 17. So God's timing, He redirected me to the right doors and opportunities, and I'm very grateful.
I love that you had that big setback, but you didn't let it stop you from just pursuing and just like not giving up on it, because especially at that age, I think it's so easy to be like, oh, I guess I'm gonna just try something else. I guess it wasn't meant to be. But did you just know, like, did you just know deep down that this was like the thing that you're meant to do?
Yes, like I've always had a passion and love for singing and music. Even if I had these like setbacks, I was like, wait, no. But like God blessed me with this amazing talent, and I need to use it and share it with the world, inspire people. So that's what I'm doing right now.
And you're crushing it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Everybody, like, I read the comments too, and everybody's like, holy smokes,
Right,
this girl.
I read the comments too. I'm like up all night, like, oh, they said this, and I'm like, aw.
So I mean, it also takes a lot to like seize the opportunities, right? Like you know, like it didn't scare you. Like I mean, obviously, like it probably did scare you. Like how was that for you? Like
Oh my gosh,
okay,
that
like,
must be
terrifying. Yeah. So it's
Girl,
like, what did you do to like
girl,
prepare? I'll take it. Girl, dad, same thing.
Yeah, you know, I was nervous. Like,
Because you couldn't tell, like, when you're up on
my
that
goodness.
stage, you just look so calm and, like,
Yes.
commanding the stage and the audience. But
yes. So, like, as I was preparing for that big moment, the anticipation is what made me feel so nervous. Like, I would feel so sick to my stomach. I'm like, Mom, I'm scared.
well, let's take it back to, like, the audition. So tell us about, like,
Yeah.
the process of, like, okay, so Mom, like, signed you up for The
Yeah.
Voice and then probably had to send in, like, an audition tape.
Yes. So when I first auditioned for The Voice, like way before the blind audition, I had to do not really an on-call, but like a videotape. Like he said, yes. And they really liked me. And I felt like, oh my gosh, wow, they're noticing me. And so it was a process. It was kind of a long process. My mom was doing a lot for me, answering the emails, taking the videos for B-roll,
Nice.
all of that. So my mom's amazing.
Yeah.
She's my momager
Momager.
for life.
yeah.
Yeah, and my dad's also on the side supporting me and giving me great advice. Especially before I went up, he gave me amazing advice. He's like, just leave it all on that stage. Give it your all. Show them who Kaylee Shimizu is and what you've been working hard at. You know, so he's my hype man. He's my hype man.
You got momager and hype man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That is the ultimate girl dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
For girls.
He's definitely a girl dad. I love my dad.
And then so flying up, going in, like what was your thought process like?
Oh
I
my
know it's, like,
goodness.
nervous and whatnot.
I was so nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, there's gonna be so much competition. I'm with the big dogs now. Like, I'm going up to LA. I'm gonna be competing with the best of the best, you know? So I was very nervous. But when I got up there, I instantly made friends. It wasn't really like my competitors. It was friends. Like I've made lifetime friendships up there.
That's awesome.
Like so it was amazing. We would sing to each other in our hotel rooms, practice for
that's
each
sick.
other. We would even help each other out. So being that I also had the support from like, you know, my friends was amazing. But it was still very nerve-wracking. It was still very nerve-wracking. But the day of, I was nervous. But I don't know what it was, but it was God. But as I was walking up on that stage, I started to feel this like sense of calmness and comfort. And I'm like, I'm here for a reason, and I'm gonna give it my all. So once that song started, I was like, okay, I'm locked in. I'm in my element.
Yeah.
Like I was enjoying every moment.
Sick.
Oh,
Yep.
that just gave me chicken skin. I'm like looking at, we're watching it, and then like they cut to like your family, and they're like
Yes.
crying.
I didn't know they were crying.
I mean,
you were so locked in.
Yes,
probably.
you were
Yeah.
so
so
Yeah.
locked in.
Right.
Yeah.
But what did that feel like when you saw the chairs turn? Because I like when that happened, even like me watching, like crying, like but you were so like you need to keep it together.
Yeah.
You need to keep singing.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the crazy part. You guys
Yes.
still gotta keep singing.
Yes. So I was walking on that stage and I seen it was so crazy. I still have like such a clear memory of it. I'm
It's
just
core
seeing-
memory for sure.
So
Yeah.
core memory for sure. I just seen like the chairs. It was like dim and it had their names, and I was like, oh my
ooh.
god. I'm like, please, just one chair turn.
Yeah.
Did you meet them beforehand? You never met them before.
I didn't. So it was my first time meeting them, which made it feel like, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I better impress them.
Oh, I'm like nervous
Yes.
just you
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it.
Right.
Oh.
Yes.
So you walk up, you see the 4 chairs
Yup.
turn, it's dim, and then you see everyone else like watching
Yes,
you.
and they're just watching me. But I don't know.
Like you're locked in. You
Yep.
said.
When I walked up on the stage, I seen the crowd, and they're all like,
Oh yeah.
so that made me feel even more secure. Like I got the support from the crowd, you
Nice.
know. So once I think 3 chairs turned at the
At the
same
same time,
time.
yeah, it was like kind of
Yeah.
And
simultaneous.
and it was like 20 seconds in, and I was getting a little bit nervous. I was like, what if no one turns? No one turns for me. What if no one turns? But they all turned, and I was like, wow. And I was screaming on the inside. I was like,
still singing. Yeah.
I'm like, no, I can't mess this up now. They're looking at me now.
Yeah.
Yes. And they were like, sing. I was like, oh. And I had a standing ovation
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
So I was like, wow, this is insane. Am I dreaming? Like, teach me right now.
And then the 4th chair turned, and
Yep.
you had all those eyes on you.
All 4 chair turns,
Yeah.
all those amazing coaches eyes on me. I was like, woo, this ain't no blind audition no more.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a performance. This is an audition. They're looking at me.
Yeah.
Such a great experience. Yeah,
Wow.
if I could relive that moment, I would.
Oh,
I
that
would.
was so magical.
You're still living it.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, you're
I
still
am.
living it.
I
Yeah.
am.
What was your thought process like picking a coach?
Ooh, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I almost went with Gwen.
Oh, okay. Just
I
because
almost
her
went with Gwen.
energy. Yeah,
Yes, I just love her. Yes, I love her energy. I love how she works the stage. She's so fun. But as they were talking to me, they all had good things to say. But as they were talking to me, I was like, I really connect with John. Like, I really connect with him as an artist. And I feel like our genres are kind of the same, you know?
Yeah.
So I felt like he could, teach me a lot, teach me new things. I love learning new things. Helping me work the stage as well. So far he's been such an amazing coach to me, very motivating. He makes me feel so much more confident in my ability, my voice,
Nice.
and all of that. So.
I love the cutaways to him, and he's like hyping you up.
Yeah.
He's like, yes,
all the time.
Yeah.
All
Team
the
John.
time. Team
Yeah.
John. Yes.
Oh, so cool. What has been, I mean, up until this point, like, what has been, like, kind of the highlight of this whole experience?
I feel like getting to connect with new people, artists, that sing and do the same as me, chasing the same dreams, just getting to connect with all them, learning new things through them as well. But besides that, I would say everything about this whole experience. It's a dream. Like, I still can't believe it. I watch myself like on YouTube, and I'm like,
Yeah, that must
oh
be
my gosh, yeah.
I did that.
That was
I did that,
so cool, though. Like, you have those watch parties,
Yes,
and
I
like,
have
wait,
a-
that's me.
Yes, I have been having watch parties ever since the blind audition, and my family, like, they're so proud. Like,
Yeah,
we all get
aw.
together. They're like tearing. My grandma's like crying,
Aw.
and I'm like, oh, so I just like hugging her and all that. Just everyone's so proud because they've seen me at the beginning of my
Yep.
singing journey
Yeah.
to now. So just they get very emotional. I get emotional myself just thinking about it
Yeah.
sometimes. I'm like, woo, the waterworks is coming.
Yes, because you
can't.
worked so hard for this.
Yes.
It wasn't like an overnight thing. I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely not.
but, like the voice, like overnight, like all of a sudden, like on Instagram, everybody's like, "Holy, like who is this
Yes.
girl?" But like for you and your family, it's been a long
It's
journey.
been a while. Yes, it's been a long time coming. So
Yeah.
it's finally here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
gotta keep going.
Just the beginning.
Yep, just the beginning.
Was there anybody early on, like when you're little and singing, was there anybody like mentoring you or like just kind of the one like giving you, encouraging you?
Yeah, so my vocal teacher plays a big part in my singing and encouraging me. Everything I know about singing is because of my vocal teacher. She's so amazing. My parents, of course. Without my parents, I don't think I'd be where I'm at now. Their support is what got me to, where I am. including my sisters. My sister Natalie, she just sits down on the couch, listens to me. I'm like, was I good? Was it good? Do I need to do that again? Do I need to do it? She's like, yeah, that was a little off. Can you do that again? I'm like, yeah, girl, I got you. I'll do it again.
You had the original 3 judges right there.
Yeah, exactly. And then my dad's like laying on the ground listening to me. He's like, wait, that riff was not clean enough. Do it again. And he doesn't sing. He just has a good ear.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah. He just sings in the shower. He says. Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that like your whole family sings except your dad or something.
He's like, not me. I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
Hype
wait,
man.
your whole family sings? Your sisters sing
Yes,
too?
they're all so amazingly talented.
Oh, wow.
The one I've been talking about, Natalie, she can play the guitar, she can play the piano, ukulele, she can sing, she can do it all.
Wow.
But she still has yet to come out of her shell. And I'm trying to just like push her and motivate her and support her.
Have you guys ever all sang together, like performed together?
Me and my sister? Yes, we've done that when we were younger. We did it a lot. But as she got older, she was like, I don't want to. She's more into sports.
Oh, okay.
She's
Nice.
really good at sports, wrestling.
I was gonna say you wrestle too.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
was like what got you into that?
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Because you got
wait,
this like super cute sweet
Yeah.
side, and you're like, nah, but I got you.
Like,
too.
no, but I got
It's
yeah.
always, those are the scariest
Tough to-
girls.
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
you don't know.
unassuming. They
Yeah.
look so sweet, but they're the toughest ones.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, being a girl in this, like, crazy world, it's very important to know self-defense. So my parents decided to bring me into boxing, and I wanted to do it. I did boxing, and then my dad, back in the old days, not old days. It's not the old days. The younger days. The younger days, he was so good at the sports he do, and wrestling was one of them.
Oh, okay.
And he inspired me to just do it for my last senior year. I was like, you know what, might as well just do it.
Oh, so you only did it for your senior year?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
only for my senior
But you were
year.
boxing the whole time
for
before that.
3 years. Yeah.
Wow.
So I did it, and it was very different. It was like more so like on the ground and all that. Boxing is not like on the ground, so it was a little different for me. But I really, really enjoyed it. I made a lot of friends, partners, and we would practice with each other. Me and my sister were mostly partners most of the time because I knew I could just go rough on her and she could go rough on me too without any of us being like, hey, why'd you do that? You know what I mean? So we're very so she'd be my partner for most of the time. So wrestling was fun. It's a different breed though. The practices are pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie.
The training, the cutting weight, all of that stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's still doing it. Her
Did
season
that-
just started
sick.
again.
Did that help train you like mentally too?
Yes.
On like everything that you're
Yes,
doing?
my coach would always give us such good advice and very motivating advice. So
What's like one memorable thing that like you kind of like hold on to
he said a lot. Let me see.
on the spot?
I know.
I don't know. You putting me on the spot. Honestly, just like give it your all. Remember what you were doing in the wrestling room, and just give it your all on the mat. You know, and that I can kind of apply that
Yeah.
to the
Totally
one
like
on-
a performance.
on stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
You mentioned kind of trying to help your sister like get out of her shell.
yeah.
Were you like kind of like in like a show, or how did you break out of like that comfort zone? Because I know a lot of people
Have
out there
you seen
listening.
her videos performing at the
I know.
problem.
I mean, like everybody goes through that, right? I mean, like
Yes.
that's what you see on social media and everything. But it's like, I'm sure everybody goes through that. And like, what's like an advice or something that you did that helped you?
So ever since I was young, I've always was a outgoing. I'm like, okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go at it like that type of girl, like never nervous to be on that stage. I love just being in front of people. But when COVID hit, everything stopped. So, I wasn't performing. There was really always just being in the house mostly. So that made me feel a lot more nervous to be out in front of people.
Oh, that changed you
Yes,
a little bit.
it did.
Oh.
It
Yeah, because
did.
you're still young, it's like in the
Yes.
developing years
Yep.
too. So it's like,
So I was like, ooh, this is a big change for me. So once I had my first performance, I was more nervous than I ever was. I felt like I was going to choke up or something. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I crack in front of people? That would be very embarrassing. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's so interesting. I mean, COVID
yeah.
really did change a lot of people.
Yeah.
did.
But for
It
being
did.
locked down for so long and then going back out there. And then it was a different environment too. Like people have their masks on
Yeah.
and less
It
people in
was
the
very
audience
weird
probably.
for me to
Yeah.
see having to wear a mask and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I'm glad it's all over with. Yeah. But the way I overcame that was like I stayed consistent with performing, try to put myself out there a little more again. I knew, you know, when you love something, when you love to do something, that feeling you get on stage, you just want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So it came back naturally, basically. But yeah, I'd say consistency is what helped me not be that nervous anymore. So
That's true. We were just saying because Andrew and I like took a little break because Andrew had a baby.
Yeah.
And so we haven't recorded for like a couple months, and we were like, oh my gosh, we like feel nervous.
We're just kind of like sitting here. We're like, whoa, like we're recording again. Like, how do we do this?
It's
like,
been a while.
I don't know if I know how to like talk.
I forget how to work all of this.
Totally. So yeah, the consistency and just like putting in
Yes.
consistent work, it really does
Yes.
like help that muscle
Yep.
memory or whatever.
And getting used to the environment again, you know?
Yeah.
So all of that, just all of
Yeah.
that.
Is there anything that you do like outside of singing that like I know wrestling when you were in high school, but like
Yes.
do you have any other like hobbies or things that you like to do outside of singing?
Shopping. Honestly, I put all my time in singing, but like I said, boxing is what I do like 2 times a week.
Oh, you still do that?
I still do it 2
Oh,
times a week.
good.
So ever since I came back from LA, I have been, you know,
Back
doing
at it.
back
Yep.
at it. Yes. So yeah, and I love doing videography. I love editing. So on my free time, I just edit my videos that I just been making.
Nice.
Yeah, learning new things. I'm not like a drawer or anything. Like, I suck. I can't even write like stick figures. I can't.
Okay, if you were really good at all, that would be super unfair because it's
Right.
like you can be good at one thing.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so we actually asked Instagram for some questions.
Ooh,
and
what are
they
the juicy questions they asked?
responded. Holy smokes.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I don't think we're going to have time to go over all of them because
no worries.
literally we had like 100 questions come in.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll just like go through some and then we'll talk and then we'll go through some more. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Alyssa Gonzaga, 18, asks, what's your favorite Filipino food? Love from the Philippines.
Hey, Alyssa. My favorite Filipino. Bleh, it's not me messing it up.
She's thinking about the Filipino
Yeah,
food.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about
Hungry.
it. I'm hungry. I love pork adobo.
Ooh, yum.
So good. My mom's pork adobo is bomb. I love pancit lumpia, banana lumpia,
Ooh,
all of that.
yum.
Yes, all of that. So those are
All
my
of the good stuff.
favorite.
Nice.
Yum.
Yes.
Okay. Shay Shalele asks, will you always have Hawaii as your home or do you think you will move?
Honestly, Hawaii will always be home. Like being in LA, it's cool and fun, but I feel like I couldn't live there. Like I could live there maybe for a little bit,
Yeah.
but I'd always come back to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like this is where I feel comfortable, where I feel safe. Love the lifestyle. My family's here.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, okay, Starry Winter says, how would you describe yourself in 7 words?
7
Whoa.
words.
Specific, yeah.
Yes, 7 words. 7 words. 7 is my lucky number though.
There you
Hey,
go,
okay.
Starry.
Yes.
She knew.
Yes. I would say I'm very kind. I'm sweet.
We're gonna have to interrupt.
Outgoing. I'm bubbly. I'm caring. How much is that?
That's
already?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 more.
I would say my family thinks I'm funny, so I would say I'm
I would say you're funny. Yeah.
I think I'm funny. What else?
2 more.
7's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think I could describe myself in 7 words.
I feel like I'd say I'm very determined.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's the last one? I'm having a hard time. What would you say, Mom?
Yeah. Mom knows everything.
Mom, you know best. very, very motivated, she
Motivated.
said.
Yeah. Motivated, consistent.
Awesome.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the question, girl.
Beautiful.
7.
Oh, thank you. 7.
Okay, one last one for now. Okay, HTTP_Ian wants to know, what's your ethnicity?
Oh my goodness. This is one question I've been wanting to answer for so long because
perfect.
I was reading the comments and they're like, no, she's this, no, she's that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I am not full Filipino. My mom's full. My dad's part. He's or I am. I am Chamorro, Japanese, Portuguese, Puerto Rican, Filipino. Oh. So those are my main. So I'm a little bit of a mixed plate.
Mixed plate.
Yeah, I like that.
Very common in Hawaii too. Yeah.
So does your dad cook Chamorro food?
Yes.
That's
my
why you
favorite,
love Chamorro food.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite one he cooks is keron pica. It's like a chicken with what is it? Achote seeds. He like boils the achote seeds and like it's kind of the flavor of it at the same time. A lot of Chamorro food has lemon powder in it, so it's like lemon and spicy-ish. Super good. My mom knows how to cook it really well as well. Kelagwin and red rice, like I can eat that for days.
I know. I feel like we gotta come over for dinner.
Yes,
I know.
Filipino food and Chamorro food.
We're inviting ourselves.
Yes, I'm inviting you.
Thanks, Mom. And Dad.
Yeah, thanks, Mom and Dad.
I know, because I was like, wait, where do you get Chamorro food here?
Yeah,
Are
there's
there
not
restaurants?
much.
Not much, right?
Nope.
You really need to know how to cook it.
I love my grandma's Chamorro food. Chef's kiss, so good. I love it.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll kind of go back to like the voice and all that, right? So like, what was like your thought process like picking the songs that you sang? Blind audition song. I think you had a special story with that one, right?
Yes. So I had multiple songs that I chose, but this one really stuck out to me because my papa, my great grandpa actually, but I call him Papa. He was my biggest supporter when it came to singing. He never missed one performance.
Wow.
I'd always look for him in the crowd. And so I was like, I really want to dedicate a song to him, so I chose Golden Slumbers by the Beatles. And I wanted to dedicate it to him, especially on this huge platform that I have just to honor him, because he was one of the reasons why I kept going with singing, because he was always like, never give up, girl. Papa is so proud of you. All the time, after every performance, it was that. So I was like, so I dedicated that song to him, and that's why that whole performance means so much to me. So yeah.
Is he here still?
He passed away to leukemia. So he was going blind before he passed away. But he could still hear. Yeah, so that's why he was so in love with my singing. Like every time I'd come over, me and my sister Natalie, he would be like, Manang number 1 and Manang number 2, come over here and sing for me. He's like, sing for me. And then we'd sing for him. And since he was losing his vision, he would always give us money, like $5.
That's the best.
Yeah, $5. And he'd ask my uncle, like, how much is this? And then he'd give, like, I'm like, so that's like one of my core memories. And
your first paid gig.
Yeah, my first paid gig.
Thanks, Papa.
Thanks, Papa. Yeah, so he was always such a big supporter. We'd go and see him every weekend. I'm chucking up. But yeah, so that was the whole reason why I chose that song. Yeah.
Oh, that's so special.
Yeah,
and even
such a
just like
special
hearing the
moment.
behind the scenes of like how you felt like so calm walking onto that stage, and that was probably
Yes,
That's
it
where I think your papa
was.
was,
Exactly. It definitely was.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
Aw, that must be so hard though, picking songs, because like you have like such a range, and like there's so many like amazing songs that could showcase your voice.
Yes.
Do you get help from somebody like with
Like
Picking
choosing
a-
picking a song. So like before I give the list, because they want me
wanna
to give a
see it,
list.
yeah.
Yeah. So I get help from my vocal coach before I give a list, and she knows my
knows.
voice,
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
knows
yeah,
what
yeah.
song. So yeah, shout out to you, Auntie Christina. You the bomb. I love you.
Has she been working with you since
Ever
the beginning?
since the beginning.
Wow.
So
Since ever-
Malama, I started with Malama Vidad, and then I went with Auntie Christina Kyriakos. She's amazing. So yeah, ever
nice.
since I was young, 7 years
Wow.
old.
So yeah, she really knows like
She
your voice
knows
and
my
like what
voice.
your strengths and everything.
Yep. She moved off island, and I was like, you know what? I'm not switching my vocal coaches. I love her too much.
yeah.
So we do Zoom calls.
So cool with technology now.
Right.
That's like one thing that came out of COVID, if anything.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, she must be so proud of you.
She is. She's so proud. And I give her so much thanks. I'm like, you're the reason why I'm like, I know how to do all these tricks with my voice. Thank you for believing in me. Like, yeah.
For the listeners that haven't watched The Voice or like they don't know the format, so like it goes from blind auditions, you pick a coach, and then like what's the rest of the process like?
And then we get partnered up with a battle partner in our team. So we were all sat with each other in our team, and a lady was calling out like, who's with who? And I was like, I was nervous in my chair. I was like, who am I gonna be with? Oh my gosh,
It's like wrestling match.
Yeah, that like adrenaline and anticipation, that feeling exactly felt like a wrestling match. So I was waiting, and then they're like, Elizabeth Evans, you are with Kaylee Shimizu, and you are singing "Traitor" by Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, so they picked the song too.
Yes.
Okay.
So John picked the song for us,
Yeah.
and honestly, I'm very thankful he picked that song. We made it work.
Oh,
we
you guys
practiced
killed
so
it.
hard.
That was- yeah.
Thank you so much.
Are you a fan?
Am I
of
a fan of Olivia Rodrigo? Honestly, she's amazing. She's so amazing, but I didn't really listen to her songs beforehand. But now I am.
Yeah.
Now I am.
She listening to you.
Yes, I am. She is, right? Yeah, so it was such an experience. So yeah, the battles.
Yep.
After the battles is the knockouts. So for each of these, there's either saves or steals. So it's either you both go home. I mean, not both. You want one of them go home,
Yep.
or both of you stay. You know.
Yeah.
So thankfully, my partner got
saved,
saved.
yeah.
She's so amazing. I love her. So yeah, and then knockouts, which just happened
Last week. Yeah.
Yes.
Crushed it with that Aretha
Yeah.
Franklin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Aretha Franklin. I love me some oldies music.
Yeah, I know you seem like you've been picking very like
Oldies, jams.
oldies, yeah.
I love it.
Classics.
Yes. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So it was a 3-way knockout, and I was going against these two incredibly talented artists. And I was like really, really nervous. I was like, what's gonna happen? What's
It's
gonna
kind of crazy
happen?
because the coach only picks one.
Yes,
from the
I'm
three,
like,
yeah.
how's John gonna choose?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had our own individual performances, and yeah, so that's what happened. And this also includes a save and steal.
Yep.
And one of them got stolen, and I'm so glad they all did amazing. It was such a fun performance. I felt so comfortable on that stage. I
You
was
definitely looked.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
looked
you're-
confident
yeah.
and comfortable. Like, girl.
yes.
It's so funny that cutaway. Was it like Reba's cutaway? She was like, "Whoa."
What's going on here? There's a different piece coming out of Kaylee today. Yeah, so that's what happened. And let me tell you, I could not sing that song before. Like, I would have such a hard time with reaching those notes. But
I don't believe you. I saw some videos of you hitting like, wow.
No, I promise. Like, I was like, oh my goodness. So I worked at the technique at that song, and I was never ready. But when I got that song for The Voice, I was like, you know what? I am ready. I'm gonna sing this
Sick,
song.
yeah. It's that confidence too, right?
yes.
Like that really helps.
Yes, it's honestly what The Voice taught me as well as it's all about your mind. You have to be
Mindset.
speaking good things to yourself. Like, you're gonna do so good. Your practice was already amazing. You're gonna do amazing. So you can, just speaking positivity to yourself.
Yeah, that's very
It's
important.
very
Yeah.
important. Yes. So
That's good for anybody.
Yes, good for anybody in,
Yeah.
in anything they do. Just good. Yeah. So yeah, I
Okay,
did that.
So there was
You did
knockout
that.
and killed that.
Next.
And then this week that our episode is airing is the playoffs.
Playoffs is coming
Yeah.
up. So I believe it starts next week. But I don't think I will be airing next week. I don't know yet. They still have yet to let
It's
me
kind
know.
of like close to the end, so it's like playoffs and then lives already.
Yes.
Semifinals is the live.
Yeah. So playoffs, and then if I make the playoffs, then that's lives, and that's where America can vote.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
That
It's
is
like-
crazy.
Nerve-wracking.
How has so we talked with
So we were like, oh, we should just ask her, did you win? But then the winner hasn't been picked yet.
Not yet.
Not
Hasn't
yet.
happened.
Yeah,
It hasn't
yeah.
happened.
Haven't, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess like we've talked to so many other people where like, they come out of Hawaii. Hawaii is such a special place. And
Yes,
like
very
whenever
special.
there's someone just like making it big or something, you get all of that support. How has that been for you?
Like everyone coming together, supporting me.
Yeah. How is
Oh
that?
my goodness, I would have
Because you say you read the comments and everything. Like, how has that been? Like, just like soaking all that in.
oh my
and
gosh,
taking all
oh my
that.
gosh, yeah, it gives me chicken skin just like reading all the comments. Like, it's like, wow, like they really support me. And Hawaii is such a loving place that it means so much to me. having support from everybody here, and even people from around the world. You know, it's like, wow, they really support me. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for supporting me and cheering me on, and for all the kind words. It really means a lot to me. So
Everybody that we've talked to, or like when we posted on our Instagram, we got so many messages like, "Oh my God, we love her! Tell her that we're rooting for her. She's amazing." So you definitely have like a whole state, you know, behind you.
I'm so
for sure.
thankful for Hawaii. Thank you. Yeah.
How was it like so Iam Tongi won American Idol, which was
Yes,
amazing.
amazing.
I'm like, whoa, what if like we have Iam and Kaylee both winning?
That would be insane,
right?
That would be insane.
I mean, I could totally see it happening.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, I run it back. Let's
Yeah,
Run it back.
So I guess we're all gonna have to wait to see what happens on The Voice.
Yes, yes.
But outside of that, what are some things you're working on?
So I've been working on writing music, songs. My vocal teacher been such a big help teaching me how to. So I've just been writing songs, and I wrote this one song 2 years ago. I was so heartbroken by this one dude.
Okay, let's
Those
talk
make the
about
best
him.
songs, though.
Let's
Those-
talk
those
about
make the best
him.
songs, though.
They do make the best songs.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, this is the one, and I'm gonna perfect it before I even put it out. You know what I mean?
Probably over there watching you on TV
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, I totally messed that up. What was I thinking?"
Yeah. So I
You're
was so heartbroken.
Yeah.
You know, just like young. You know, I was
Yeah, young love. Yeah,
immature
yeah.
love. You know, so it was just like
You're still young.
Yeah, I'm still
know.
young. Yeah, I'm like, girl,
yeah.
yeah, you guys are probably like, girl, how did you experience this already? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, so I was going through that. It was like kind of like a mutual breakup, and it was very hard for me because I knew I still wanted to be with him, but I knew it was for the best not to at the time. So I was like in my room, literally bawling my eyes out, and I was like my
Let me just
paper.
write, yeah.
Yeah, I was like my paper and pen, and I'm like, I'm gonna write all my feelings. I'm like, can we try this again? Like, yeah, it was like so like I don't know. When you're really in a vulnerable state, you make the best songs, I'd say, because I'd songwrite, but I'd always feel like it's not the best. So now I feel confident, and I just been writing, and hopefully one of these days I can put out my own original and show people who I am as an artist. Hopefully people can connect with me through the songs I will be making in the future. So yeah, just working on it right now. So those are my plans, and that's one of my goals right now is to put out my first original.
Nice.
So
That's exciting.
That's
So wait,
exciting.
will that heartbreak song be probably your first original?
yes, girl.
Yes. That made that. Yeah. That you've been working on it for 2 years. You need to make it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you mentioned like being vulnerable. We talked
Yeah.
with Kaylana, and she talks about how like, you know, when she's vulnerable and like allowing herself to be vulnerable,
Yeah.
and like just like I guess for anyone, like allowing yourself to be vulnerable is such a good thing too, because
It
like
is.
that's when you can
It
be
really
like
is.
the most authentic and
Yes.
and
Yeah.
yeah, the best work comes
Yep.
from
You're just pouring out all your feelings on
Yeah,
a piece of
yeah.
paper. I feel like music is an outlet to any feeling that you're feeling. It could be happy, it could be like sad, it could be stress. So I'm just saying, like, you know, music is an outlet. So songwriting and just listening to music is amazing.
Yeah,
Nice.
oh, totally.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like have a whole playlist of like if I'm feeling
Yeah,
sad and I
that's
just want to
me.
feel sad.
That's me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even sad sometimes, but I like put on some like sad music
yeah,
and I'm
like-
like, right? Exactly.
It's therapeutic though,
It
and then
really
like
is.
it's so crazy how certain songs can just like she's talking about me.
My
Like
stomach.
this is exactly
Yeah.
this is exactly what I'm feeling.
Yes.
So I think that would be so cool for you
Yes.
to put out original music.
Yes.
nice.
Okay,
Thank
we'll
you,
look out for
guys.
that.
Yeah.
And also, you were vlogging
yeah.
when you came in here.
Yes,
So
I was.
Where can people find your content?
Okay, guys. You can find me on.
She's been waiting for this.
Okay, guys, you can find. No, I'm just kidding. You can find me on Kaylee Shimizu _ almost all my handles are the same, but for YouTube, it's Kaylee Brooke Shimizu. So if you want to see me on YouTube and kind of like dive into my personal life, definitely check that out. If you want to hear more singing videos of me, Instagram is where it's at.
What do
So,
you vlog about? Just like taking us
What kind of
through
content can they expect?
Right now, I'm recording a video about like a little glimpse into my personal life. Like, you know, just getting ready. Also, like, gonna show you guys like vocal prep.
Nice.
Cause yeah, all of that. I also did a behind the scenes for my battle rounds with my partner, and it's so amazing. I rewatched the video so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, you can definitely find me on those platforms.
You should do like some cooking and eating with your parents.
Oh my
or
gosh.
your sisters.
Mukbang.
Yeah. Showcase all that food.
Yes, they make
Waiting
some
for
bomb
that.
food.
I know, like we keep hearing it, and
Yeah.
Well, they have to cook for like a whole tribe too.
Yeah, you know what? You guys are invited to the gathering. Let's
Thanksgiving.
go. Yeah, Thanksgiving, right?
Hi, Mom.
Hi everyone.
These are my friends.
Do you guys like bust out and like sing karaoke and stuff too?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my
What's your
goodness.
go-to first song that you pick?
Guys, it's I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston.
I have
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I feel like
just like mic drops and nobody else can sing after
Yeah, yeah.
that.
right. I
You're
feel
like
like
not allowed to sing first.
right, but let me tell you,
Your family can
my
sing.
family is almost as equally as good as me.
Oh
like
my
literally,
gosh.
like they're so good. I get blown away every time.
We were just with AJ Raphael. And,
Oh my gosh.
and he made a joke on stage. He was like, "Dude, everyone here is Filipino. Like, I bet everyone here can sing."
Oh
And there was like one guy in the crowd that was holding a sign like, "I'm Filipino and I can't sing." And he was like, "You're lying. You're lying. It's somewhere deep down inside of you. You just need to unlock it."
Exactly. I feel like every Filipino can sing.
yes.
They're built upon karaoke,
Yeah.
and I'm like, girl, you're lying if you say you can't.
yeah.
Yeah, oh my gosh, AJ Raphael, I would watch him when I was younger.
It's crazy. He's like
Yeah.
OG YouTube. Yeah.
He's like
So it's-
famous.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
my
So he was
gosh.
just here on tour and
That's crazy.
brought like Bretman Rock on stage.
Oh my
Everything. It's
gosh,
kind of crazy.
that's fun. I think I've seen that
Kaylana.
on his story.
Yeah.
Bretman Rock.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I mean, it's so crazy to see, and we're just excited for what's to come for you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
This is just the beginning.
You're
Yeah,
just
holy
getting
moly.
started.
Thank you.
We are so honored to have you on.
Thank you for having
people can
me.
just get to know you more because we
Yes.
see all those amazing videos on Instagram. But I'm like, this girl just like a down to earth girl, just
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. I had fun talking stories
Yes.
about literally everything.
Yes.
I guess one last thing before
yeah,
we end
yeah,
is
yeah.
like, what's something about you that people don't know that people, or like you want people to know?
Sometimes I come off as shy. Because I promise, guys, when I'm
If
like,
you made it to the end of this episode, if you thought that before.
okay, this is true. Like sometimes I'm a little bit awkward. Like I get shy sometimes, but I'm very funny. I'm very outgoing. When I'm very comfortable with somebody, I can talk and talk and talk. Like yeah. And whenever I'm talking stories with somebody, I always they always say, "Oh my gosh, you make me feel so comfortable," and I feel like I can be myself around you. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, really?"
Aw,
Thanks.
no,
Yeah.
that's true.
So-
No, you do give off like that energy and like
Yeah.
good vibes and
Thank
all that.
you.
So thank you for bringing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Of course.
For only 17, you do have this like very mature, I mean, super fun, but
Yeah.
like also like very mature energy. Because
Thank
like I
you.
feel like maybe teens, I don't know, maybe I'm just like overgeneralizing, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like teens are like sometimes awkward. Like they
Yeah.
have a hard time talking with adults.
Yeah. You know what's so weird? I love talking with adults. Like I feel like I could connect with them a lot rather than like people my age. I don't know what it is.
But
I
that-
think
I guess
that's
that
why I
kind
get
Have
of-
an
shy.
old soul.
Oh, yeah,
And,
probably.
like, with your song selection and everything. But like I guess that like
Yeah.
helps too, because like, you know, going up to LA to The Voice, like you're the one of the youngest, right?
Yes, one of the
Yeah,
youngest.
but it's like
There-
everyone else is older than you, and so
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
just
It's
being able
such
to
a good
connect.
quality to
Yeah,
have,
such a good
though.
quality to
Thank
Like I have
you.
little girls too, and I'm like, if you can
Yeah.
speak to adults and like
Yes.
make eye contact
Yeah.
and like be interested in what they're saying, it's
Yeah.
like it shows like such this level of maturity that most kids I
Yes.
feel like nowadays might not have.
Yeah.
So
Thank you guys.
You're born to be a
guys
You're
star,
are so
girl.
impressive.
sweet.
Yeah, you're-
Thank
you-
you.
All right, so follow Kaylee on
Yes.
Instagram.
Everything.
Kaylee _
Yes.
Shimizu.
No, Shimizu _ Kaylee
Yeah,
Shimizu.
Kaylee Shimizu _ yes.
There you go. You got
Oh, you
it.
couldn't get Kaylee Shimizu?
Yeah. I
Someone
know there's
has that
another.
already?
Someone has
Oh,
it.
hey, whoever has that.
I wonder. I need to look later. They're probably amazing.
Kaylee Shimizu, let's get that account.
Right? Exactly. Exactly. I had to add that underscore.
You know, it's funny because I have the underscore too, and I'm like,
you
usually,
guys?
typically, when you have an underscore, it's like, oh, that means you couldn't get the original.
Right? I'm like,
There's-
who else in this world
yeah.
has the exact
There's
name as
another
me?
Yeah.
Andrew Tran
Same
and
spelling
Kaylee
too.
Shimizu
Right.
out
Yeah.
there just hanging out.
Right?
Reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So cool.
All right, so follow Kaylee, follow Uncut. Thank you guys for
Yes.
watching.
Follow her
Please-
joining in The Voice.
Yes, please
Yes.
watch her on The Voice. She's gonna kill it. She has been killing it. And
Thank
follow
you.
us. Share it with a friend.
Yes, follow them. I'm definitely reposting this on my account. You guys are amazing.
Thank
follow
you. Thank
them,
you so
guys.
much. Thank you, guys.
All right, see you.
Bye.